would you rather take this over the hybrid? What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rise. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. We're here at Maserati Alfa Romeo of Daytona Beach, and I'm here in front of what is a 2020 Maserati Ghibli S Grand Sport, which we haven't had a 2020 Maserati Ghibli on the channel in a little while, and this is one of our latest models. We're gonna take this out for a drive. Obviously, we have to hear that great Maserati music. All right, we're going to dig deeper into what this car costs, because it's actually cheaper than what my Maserati Ghibli was back in 2016. And we're gonna also dig deep into what this car actually has, all right, and what makes it so special. But with that said, let's talk more about this 2020 Maserati Ghibli S Grand Sport. Let's talk about the saucy stuff first, because the Ghibli Hybrid is on its way. We just got a teaser from Maserati, all right? So we know it's on its way. We were supposed to see it back in April, but the pandemic kind of slowed it down. So these engines, Ferrari-built, Maserati-made engines, are gonna be going pretty soon for the new Ghibli Hybrid. They're doing their all-new introduction to Maserati's current-day engines. So let's talk more about these. You see the blue shield. The blue shield means we have the upgraded engine model. All right, so for the Ghibli S, which is a rear-wheel drive model, you have 424 horsepower with 428 foot-pounds of torque. That will get you up from 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds with a max speed of 178 miles per hour in this twin-turbo 3-liter V6. Again, we kind of got trolled because the Ghibli Hybrid's on the way, but we haven't seen it yet. We have seen the, the little introduction, the little quick teaser, but we have to enjoy this engine, which we will a little bit later on in the video. But I just kind of wanted to get you guys to really just appreciate this engine. Maybe one of the last times that we'll really get to experience it before we see the new models coming. And now that we've talked about the saucy stuff under the hood, you guys kind of got gypped for 2020. Anybody who was looking for a refresh for 2020 from 2019, you didn't get it, because for 2021, the Ghibli Hybrid, as I said, is coming out. So Maserati did not make any changes for the 2020 model year. So you're pretty much used to seeing a lot of this here. For the Grand Sport, all right, you have the Grand Sport front fascia, all right, the big vents on each side, a lot more aggressive look, all right, the honeycomb grille through those vents, and on the side in the middle here, all right, you have the black lip to go with the Grand Sport model, all right. You also have the chrome front on the grille, and you have the big trident, because I have the level 2 autonomous driving package there. So you will see all your technology coming from this trident here. You do have the full matrix LED headlamps. These things are incredible. I've done a whole video on the headlamps, so make sure you check that out. But what you're used to seeing from Maserati up front, same on the side. We talked about the 20-inch Urano wheels, all right. Brushed aluminum here, the red Brembo brake calipers with the Maserati script in white, all right. Then you see those 6-piston drilled rotors there with the Pirelli P0 tires. It's a great combo, guys. I ran these for a while and I loved them. You have the Grand Sport tag right here on the side, and with the Grand Sport model, your side skirts are body painted, all right? So you do have the body colored side skirts with the Grand Sport model. And while the sun is kind of trying to shine through that overcast there, you will see that Bianco Alpi paint. Trying to get a little bit closer on it so you guys can really see it. Florida normally flexes pretty well, but not today. We have a tropical storm that's supposed to hit us this weekend. So, we can't see it as well, but you guys know that tri-coat paint is just something serious. Again, I've had it before and I loved it. I mean, in the sunrise or sunset, this car turns orange. It's crazy. It looks so good, but the metallic paint, I mean, Maserati does such a good job with this. And again, for $2,700, it's well worth it. Now, guys, come along the side here. Chrome door handles along the side. Also, you have your Maserati insignia done in chrome up here. And then you also have the chrome window moldings, all right? So we're normally not used to this chrome, because we will normally have a Nerissimo package on a lot of the vehicles that we've been doing lately, which is the blackout package, which would change a lot of this stuff. But they kept this one pretty simple, pretty standard, and pretty classic, and left that black package off, all right? So no dark mode here. In the back, talk about more special. All right, you do have the Ghibli badge right there with the S model badge there, which is a rear-wheel drive model. All right, you do have the LED tail lamps, which Maserati has had since they came back out and reintroduced the Ghibli back in 2014. And then with the Grand Sport model, you get that more aggressive rear bumper, fake honeycomb grille over the exhaust here. All right, and then you have with the Grand Sport model the gloss black rear diffuser. All right, and it just kind of carries over very smoothly. Got your aggressive in there. All right, you have your sporty in the center, and then along the side you'll get that same body color treatment that you get on the side skirts with the Grand Sport. So it looks pretty good, pretty decent. All right, and inside of it, obviously you got to check that out. We do have the power trunk lid here, and that is an option. All right, and with this you also have a convenience package here. So the convenience package, well, Maserati Matte here, keep everything nice and clean. Oh, and then you can't forget the UVS heat shield. You have that as well. All right, and right here you have your first aid kit. All right, so you have that with this convenience package, and these are all additional options that we will price out in just a moment so you guys can see. The Ghibli umbrella, I'm pretty sure I remember that is $90 for this thing. And then you have your cargo net here as well. All right, 12 volt, a little bit of net storage here. All right, and then underneath, you guys can get under there. All right, you pull that up and you can't really see anything, but if I go to the handle here, then you see the spare tire. All right, the jack, the tire inflate kit, and then on this side you can lift that piece up, and that is the battery. All right, so I wanted to try to do that as solid as possible and make it look fluent. And then again, with that trunk, it is automated, so you have a close and you have a lock. You guys have seen the key fob for these. Nothing new, but one of the most solid key fobs in the game. Heavy, looks good, feels like quality. Unlock, lock. You have your trunk release and you have your remote start, physical key right here. All right, just very simple. I love this thing. It always felt good just holding on to this. Like, it's just like you had something special when you had this in your hand. If you're wondering about the fuel economy, 19 city and highway combined, 17 city, 24 highway of premium fuel only. All right, now this car, obviously being a twin turbo V6, you're not going to look to get the most fuel economy out of, and you're probably going to do some spirited driving in sport mode and really rip it up. So keep that in mind, that, you know, it's just one of those cars, that's how it's going to happen. But hey, when the hybrid comes out, might save a little bit on that end. Probably want to go inside to see more about what this Ghibli can do in the interior, right? Well, technology, leather, carbon fiber, it's got everything here for you. Before we get inside though, well, pillarless design on the door. All right, dual pane windows, and look at that, no hinge preset. You guys can open this up to wherever you want. Somebody parks close to you, you can inch inside of your Maserati if you want to. And those are the small things that just bring it all together. But with this model, you also have soft closed doors. Pulled it in, there you go. Those are things that are underrated options. They're very small things that just make the car complete. Now, let's really dig deep inside and see what we have for this 2020 Maserati Ghibli S. Now, before we even jump in, look at these beautiful natural leather drilled seats, sport seats at that. I do wish that that Trident was stitched. It looks so much better with it, but with that said, this is still a beautiful looking spec. This is why I would jump into this. I love the red, all right, Rosso. I love the black, Nero, and I love the carbon fiber trim, which we're gonna see some more of here. Now, with that said, natural drill seats, well, you have heated and cooled, nice and wide. All right, you have the nice shaped headrest with the aluminum trim right underneath. It just looks good, feels good, they're very comfortable, and it makes a hell of a difference from the standard seats. Now, with that said, underneath, while we're down here, Maserati side sill and aluminum pedals. All right, so you have your death pedal there with Maserati insignia, you have your brake pedal with the Maserati insignia, and you have your gas pedal down there, all done in aluminum. That little trim piece, just like I say, it makes a heck of a difference, because when you see it done in rubber, it just doesn't look as clean. All right, so stepping inside, and we're gonna start this baby because it is hot and I just wanna make sure that I'm cooled down a little bit. So let's put the foot on the brake and press the start button on the side here. All right, See the Maserati insignia there on the TFT screen. Hear the beeps. Make sure that there's no radio coming on. We don't want no copyright. All right, we're good. So let's talk about the sport steering wheel. The sportier steering wheel with the perforated leather on the sides, the nice aluminum trim, slender feel down in the middle here, leather all around, and the Maserati insignia to complete it. But you can't forget about those large Italian paddle shifters that are column mounted that we will be breaking through in just a moment here once we take this for a drive. I mean, this is just a good cockpit to be in. All right, so we talk about the door here. Actually, we'll just open this back up. All right, so the door paneling, leather up top, leather through the center, aluminum trim for the door handle moldings, aluminum trim around the seat memory, and then we'll get up close for the macro twill trim for the carbon. All right, looks really good throughout the car here. And then down beneath, leather and Rosso and your Harman Kardon sound system, which you see right down there. All right, so we'll close that back up. Let's talk more about the center piece right here. Big piece of macro twill trim for the carbon trim here. All right, that is the bread and butter. That is beautiful sitting right there. All right, and then you have your 8-speed ZF transmission with this. All right, and it's a 2-track system. So let's take a look at it. Park, the press up top. All right, pull it back and press the trigger for drive. You can push up for neutral and not push up for reverse. You have to press the trigger and now you're in reverse. Safety measures there, and you do have your surround camera there. All right, so when you put it in reverse, you have the level 2 autonomous driving driver assistance package, which we saw with the big fat Trident. So it gives you this, all right, 3D view, real-time view. You can see the cars behind me. You can see the parking lot I'm in. So behind the car, all right, and the 360 view. Then the full screen behind the car, you see some Alfa Romeo Giulias there. In front of me, you see some Fiats there, all right, and then you have the 360 view with the front view as well. So a lot of people, when they're gonna put it in reverse, they're gonna want this view right here. So we'll keep it there. And then for the 2-track system, to finish it off, go to drive, press over for manual, and you're in full manual mode where you can either use this gear select here to upshift and downshift, or you can use these big Italian paddle shifters. So either way you like it, you can do both. Put it in park and it goes back into place. All right, and then we have the nice exposed cup holders that are just beautiful. I love the trim piece right in the inside of that. It just makes it look that much more elegant. Another small detail that looks great. Hazard button up front there, traction control. All right, your start stop mode button there, individual button that you have. Your ice mode, increased efficiency for your driving. If you want to use that on the highway or just, you know, get better fuel economy when you're in cruise control or anything like that, you would do that. Sport mode. Do you hear those valves? Hold on, let's try it again. Oh, sweet music. All right. Then your dampers there, all right? So you have it on normal mode, or you can make it softer, all right? So you can mess with your dampers there, interactive suspension. And then you have your parking brake there, electric parking brake. All right, this is your toggle switch to go through your infotainment screen here. All right, touch screen or your toggle there. All right, so you can scroll right through. You can use this to turn off the radio. But don't be confused. You also have buttons on the back of the steering wheel to change the station. All right. So you see I just changed it with the button here to change it up and down. All right. Or I can use the button here to turn up the radio or turn it down. So it's very user friendly. You have 3 ways to do so, either through the steering wheel, through the actual touch screen if you want to do it here, or you can use the toggle switch here. So there is no reason you get into any accident trying to mess with your radio here. But the Maserati touch control system is pretty flawless. To be honest, it's very responsive. It's just something that is super simple, but it gets to the point really easily. I just like how it works. Not bashing on Alpha, obviously, but their new 2020 infotainment screen is super laggy. The graphical user interface needs some work, but they get over-the-air updates, so I'm sure they will be able to help that speed out. With this, it just works pretty flawlessly. It's to the point. You can see everything you need to, wherever you need to go, whatever you need to do. Your driver's seat ventilation, your heated steering wheel, your start-stop camera, travel link, everything like that. Media, app manager, it's just all there. And then you have your shortcuts here. But I just love how this works. So no complaints for that. HVAC vents, as you're used to, dual climate control there. And then this little hidden compartment, in fact, I never get that right. You do have a cell phone tray, but Maserati's slacking because this needs to be a charging port, all right? They need to make this a charging port. I'm hoping for the 2021 hybrid. They changed this. I know that they're gonna be changing the infotainment. We've seen the spy shots, but I need this to be a charging port here, all right? And then you have your SD slot. You have your USB 2.0, which they need to upgrade to USB Type-C as well, and then your aux cable there as well. So you can see where some of the technology is falling behind, which I feel like for 2020, things Maserati should have for sure. Little extra storage space here, nothing much there. They used to have, in the older models, they had a USB 2.0 right in there, but they changed that out. And then your split armrest, all right, where you have your cup holders, all right, and you have your AC cup holders, so you can actually let air conditioning in here by moving that over, let that cool up, and that will keep your drinks cold. Only Italians, you guys think of everything, all right? Let's look up top because we have a sunroof. Manual pull for the cover, but all this is done in Alcantara. Feels so good with this headliner and the sunroof shade just all being done in it. Just feels like more quality, all right? And then your glove box, well, it's a glove box. Split it too, I mean, that's it. Always, I tell you guys about this, extra storage here, perfect for your license and registration. That's just the place you should probably put it. It's just easy to do. But other than that, I mean, we've talked about most of this stuff before. Your TFT screen, your different options. Right now I have the driver assistance mode on, all right, but I can change this. See the drive mode we're in, the vehicle tire pressure, the main menu with the speedo there. You can go in kilometers, vehicle settings, storage, message. The messages for storage, this is if you have some sort of like error code, like you have a check engine light or any kind of like, you know, warning messages. They will let you know what they are here. Like if your key fob battery is dying, it'll let you know here as well. Vehicle settings, again, whoops, I went the wrong way. Sorry guys, and I'm pressing this button here to go up and down, and then if I want to enter that, I can always press this in and it will change it to the next screen just by pressing this button. And just in case you guys didn't know, all right, fuel economy, all that stuff. So I would normally keep it on this here, but you guys, you do your own thing. 190 on the speedo, rev limiter about 6.5 RPMs, and then you have your driver assistance stuff here, highway assist, all right, your cruise control, your adaptive cruise control as well, and then, you know, you have your lane keep assist, all that good stuff. Level 2 autonomous driving for the Maserati Ghibli models and for most Maseratis in 2020. You also have your blind spot monitoring there as well, so you can see the triangle there. All right, that's gonna be your blind spot, but electric steering with this, feels good. You can definitely tell it's electric steering versus the previous model, but it does the job, keeps you on the road safely, and I think it does it very well. So I've done drives on this. If you guys want to see those drives to explain the systems, make sure you check that out. But let's take a real drive in this beast. All right, let's go and rip this thing up. Let's make some Maserati music. let the car cool down a little bit, and let's talk about how much this thing costs. How much does it cost to have a 2020 Maserati Ghibli S? Well, let's check it out, guys. I said that this was cheaper, less expensive than my 2016 once I bought it. Well, this 2020 Maserati Ghibli S Grand Sport starts life at $82,790 US. After the additional options, you're looking at $91,404, and that's after an $1,195 destination charge. My Maserati Ghibli S was $93,500 back in 2016. So first up on the list is the carbon macro twill trim at $800, and it is a lower upcharge because this is a Grand Sport model. You also have the hands-free power truck at $500, and you have the full natural drill leather at $2,700. The tri-coat paint matches that same energy at $2,700 again for that option. All right, so full natural drill leather seats and tri-coat paint, both $2,700. Now you also have your accessories, which we see here in the trunk that we talked about. Well, here's the prices for those. First aid roadside kit, $50 for this. All right, luggage compartment mat, well, you're paying $75 for that. You also have the luggage compartment net right here, $55 for this. The umbrella, which I said was $90, $90 for that. And the sunshade, which you see here, $150 for this. So that is your accessory package for convenience there. And stuff that doesn't necessarily need to be here, but if you want to spend the extra money, why not? Peace of mind. Now, let's talk about the actual options that come on this car. We talked about the engine, the ZF transmission. You also have the limited slip diff here as well. Speed sensitive, power assisted steering, all that stuff. Now, I'm not gonna say every single thing here, but you guys will be able to see all of it here. 60/40 rear splitting seats, soft closed doors, all right, the power trunk with key opening, you have the 8.4-inch Maserati touch control infotainment system, Sirius XM, you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, full LED headlamps and tail lamps, alarm system, automatic hill hold, brake assist options, I mean, all that good stuff. So make sure you pause that to check that out, and make sure you see everything that maybe your dream spec Maserati Ghibli should have. So riddle me this, at $91,000, what do you guys think about this Maserati Ghibli Grand Sport S, all right? It is smiles per miles, definitely is. This engine is going away, but this car is being refreshed a little bit, not as much on the exterior, but more under the hood and in the interior. So with that said, is it worth picking up a 2020 right now before the refresh model 2021 hybrid comes out? Now, I know this is the one I would take if I were to do so, but I'm definitely intrigued on what the hybrid will look like. I mean, again, the LaFerrari is a hybrid. Don't be afraid of that engine. Don't be afraid of that classification. It's still going to be elegant inside. It's still going to be sporty inside, depending on what you get. It's still going to have all the creature comforts that you want, all right? It's still going to look phenomenal, all right? And it's still going to perform. The biggest thing I'm worried about is the sound. So, do we lose that when we get into the new engine layout? I'm excited for Maserati to be making their own engines again. The power plant, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Maserati has made great racing cars in the past. They know how to make an engine, but I'm just a little nervous. So, would you rather take this over the hybrid? Now, I know it's a loaded question, especially when we haven't seen the hybrid, but knowing what you know, definitely let me know down in the comments below, what do you think? And if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Giving it a thumbs up helps get it up in the rankings. More people can see it, and we can have a bigger discussion on the 2020 Maserati Ghibli S. And what do you feel versus the hybrid coming up. Now with that said, in case you guys want to help further support the channel, you can always do that by checking the links down below. I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal in case you guys want to donate $1 or $2 to the channel, whatever you like. I appreciate the support. You can also be a Patreon subscriber as well, or you can check out the Ron's Rides merch. We get a Ron's Rides t-shirt, Ron's Rides stickers, coffee mug, anything Ron's Rides, you can get that. Make sure you check that out as well. You can also follow me on social media, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, everything there that I'm posting Maserati, Alfa Romeo, and Ferrari that doesn't always make it here to the channel. Now with that said, you guys gotta subscribe, right? Make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you can get these videos straight to your inbox as soon as they come out and you don't miss one of them. Now with that said, guys, you be blessed, be safe out there, take care of yourselves. We'll talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rides video. Peace.